Damn, it's been a long fucking time since we had Jay's Bar. God damn. I'm amazed that a lot of shit actually still works. I had a number of fails, but sort of, but not really, kind of. I don't know if this thing is working. I haven't even checked it. Yeah, it seems to be behaving itself today. I don't know how that is, but it is. And things are kind of working over here, sorta. I had to reset the little guy up there. That shit ain't even spinning again. If you check that out, it just gave the fuck up. It got stuck and fucked up, and now fucked up again. I don't know, that thing has always been all fucked up. I beg my pardon. Well, I almost had it fixed. It kind of works now, I don't know. It sort of tries and then fucks up and then dies and then tries again. And eventually it kind of turns, and it don't really matter because that was fucked up too. It seemed to happen and forgot what it was set to. Like it went back to A instead of S. Like A is like program kind and S is sound. And this thing just continues to be knackered, but the lights still change colors, sorta. So I think one day I'll take it apart. I didn't even power on the laptop, digital picture frame. I don't even know if it works anymore. We do have a green clean light, so I like that, but I think it's going to complain about the CMOS battery being dead or something. So we'll turn it upside down so you can see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like that kind, but I think it allows you to just press F1, which is up there, and we'll see if it starts booting. Yeah, it starts booting. So that's the deal with that one. It has a proprietary type battery for the CMOS, so there's no way that I can easily replace that unless it's supposed to be like a 3-volt battery, in which case like a 2032 will do the trick and I could rig that up, but it's just there for now. I haven't looked into it anymore, and God only knows if I ever will. But anyway, things are sort of almost kind of working at Jay's Bar. We had a slight fail a few weeks ago. Almost a few months ago now. Over here, the old 7-Up lamp. This is the on-off switch. It's kind of weird because it has this D10, but it don't turn on there, so you have to turn it a little past it, and you can see it turn on and off. And this is a dimmer in line, but this is not the original yellow bulb that was in it. Where is it still? I can't remember. Anyway, the yellow bulb was out, and I just flicked it with my fingernail like that, and I think I was able to fuse the filament back together. So I think I didn't replace it yet, but I'm gonna have to soon, because you can tell it's brighter than the rest. So yeah, it hasn't been Jay's Bar in fucking forever. I love that kind. Boy, it's been a long time. I just like the warmth of the lights, because I've probably never told anybody, but I have a pretty bad back. It's not in good shape. So the warmth of the lights down here and just everything else, the gentle warmth of it is nice. You can actually feel it this kind of distance away even. There's a considerable amount of warmth here. This actually uses a halogen bulb, and these are incandescents, and this is another story entirely. One of these days I'll do a video on the lights at Jay's Bar instead of Club J, but I think I have one more to add before I actually do that. But anyway, yeah, so that was the night. I'm still on the beer hard. I love that kind. Been a long time since I've been on the beer hard and been on Jay's Bar hard. What happened was we were watching the fail blog, like over here kind. We haven't seen Fail Blog in so long because just nobody's been here to actually watch it and look at it, that I practically forgot most of these were even here. Right now, the last 3 or 4 have kind of sucked, so I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but anyway, hopefully the next one... No, I didn't break anything, you just thought I did. Butt closure. See? I told you. Outstanding employees. See? They get their own little kennel. See? I told you. The Fail Blog is awesome. I used to spend hours upon hours trying to get Fail Blog. But if you want to see real life Fail Blog, check out the mat fail. On the bar, ladies and gentlemen. On the bar. On the bar. But I'm not even terribly concerned because I have my new Harbor Freight, polisher type thing. I've yet to use it, but I will use it soon. Not that it's going to save anything, but then again, it's been a while, so the bar definitely needs waxing. I know that. So, that's pretty much the deal. Oh, it's not Malcolm Xmas anymore, but I just so happen to happen across these lights. The green one I had from, St. Emmanuel's Day, where everything is green kind. And that used to chooch on the bar and make everything green, but it's just sitting here. But I also have this red one, which is kind of more of a warm light, but you see how it casts on the detergent. And I kind of do like that, but I wasn't going to use it for that. See, what I was going to do is I was going to chooch that toward this sign, which Owen made for me, which is awesome. So I was going to put it kind of like that. Now the camera really doesn't do it justice. It's really hard to tell. I'll see if I could just put it, just give you an idea of what it might look like. I'll put it right on it, which looks totally different in person than it does on camera, but even so, it just happens to hang on detergent, which was kind of cool. But see, the problem is this light is interesting because this only has 3 LEDs. I don't know if you can make them out on camera. Maybe with the fog you can kind of see the 3. But it's like a metal body, all a heat sink. But yet this thing, which has like 87,000 LEDs in it, the green ones, is just like a reflector bulb. So I don't know how that one dissipates heat, but that has like 10 or 12, and that one has only 3, and I beg my pardon and whatever. But talking about heat dissipation, there's always been a debate about, should we sit at Jay's bar or should we go in the pool? And if we sit at Jay's bar, we're going to be hot unless Jay has the AC on, which I usually do. But even so, and I had the fan behind me. You can see it way back over there. I have it off right now because it's winter. We don't need it. But in the summer, it gets rather uncomfortable. So what I thought about doing is putting what at least used to be called muffin fans, which are basically little computer cooling fans. They're 120 millimeter, but they're run on 120 volts AC, 120 millimeter, 120 volts AC, whatever, at whatever amount of watts and whatever, but they have metal blades, and they're awesome, and they'll actually hurt you and chop your finger off, which I almost did once. I'll show you. This is what a 120 millimeter fan is supposed to look like. Heavy as fuck, metal construction all over, metal blades. Look at this thing. You can tell just by watching, it has considerable, real strength to it. And you can actually read almost the specs on it. If you want to just pause there, you can actually read that, but you can see that's a fucking fan. So I wanted to mount it kind of right here over, you know, kind of just in the middle like that almost. So it'll blow down right over the chairs. So I want to put like almost right along this wooden strip, and then have another one kind of right here next to it to just fit in the fan, you know, just run down, just to hold everything, and run like 4 of these for the 4 stools. Okay, and that way everybody has their own personal little fan, which moves God only knows how many CFM. This one, I don't even know how many CFM it is, but like I said, it's 120 volts and God knows how many amps, but it's fucking made in Germany, for fuck's sake. So you know it'll beat the shit out of anything that's made today, that's made in China. And I know you're gonna say, but Jay, those all run on 12 volts and you can run those real easy off a 12 volt supply, or, you know, even a computer power supply if you really put your mind to it, Jay. Yeah, I could, but you know what? Pure American muscle wins again. I don't care if they're made in Germany. I'll call it pure American muscle because we used to allow those things in this country. Nowadays, everything just sucks. So anyway, it's starting to get late enough that I probably should consider going to bed at least a little bit soon. It's only 10:35 or so. Apparently video monitor number 5 down there seems to be alright. I don't know what its problem was a month ago, but it was just having trouble. And now it's not, magically, so anyway, that's all cool. Anyway, enough babbling bullshit with Jay. We'll get Jay's bar fixed up and cleaned up, because I still got a lot of junk over here. The Corona coasters and the big stack of other beer coasters here. Whatever the hell I have. God only knows what in the hell I have. But we'll clean everything up. It's been a long holiday season. Everybody hates that kind. It's over. And we'll go diagonal on you. No, we won't. I'm kidding. Anyway, we'll get everything cleaned up and finished out. And before you know it, it'll be spring. Or at least it'll be spring enough that you can go outside. It might be April again, and we'll be sitting outside having dinner. I'd love to do that with a jacket. It's been a long time since we did that. Kind of a sunny afternoon type thing. Some dinner. Maybe it only gets down to like 50 basically. That'd be kind of awesome, considering what we have right now in New York. Everybody begs their pardon. Anyway, that's about it. The foggers seem to almost be doing their job. I did run out of fog juice last time, but I got some more, which is the what they call the low-lying fog juice. It doesn't seem to fog as much, but then again, maybe it is quite enough. It's hard to tell, but if you look, you can definitely see the lines that thing is producing right there. I mean, that's fog, but it's not really that foggy. You know, I like it when you can't fucking see down here, but that's just me. Anyway, too much begging my pardon and shit ideas for the future that'll never come to fruition. God only knows. I mean, eventually one day this year we're going to open the pool again, and we'll have a whole slew of videos of that. I'm sure that's all going to be dicked, and the pump is going to leak like a fucking sieve, and then I'll have to take it out again and bring it to the fucking place, only to have another fitting fucking break on me and destroy the pool again. Just going to be a total disaster. I can't wait. But anyway, a lot of other things are dicked around the house. Kitchen sink is dicked right now, and I can't fix it now. Well, I could fix it, but I don't want to, really. And the boiler's dicked. The pump is leaking on. It's been leaking for about 3 or 4 years. But one day I came down here, and the little chooch bucket I had under it to catch the drips wasn't cutting it anymore, and there was a lot of water on the floor, so I put in a much larger bucket. And I'm not trying to be cheap about... Okay, I'm trying to be cheap about it. Even though it's leaking now, it is still working. The boiler fill valve is recovering from the leakage. So I'm hoping it's going to last till the spring when I turn the heat off, at which point I can really go and fix it, and I have the entire summer to play with it to get it right until next winter. Anyway, enough babbling bullshit with Jay. I'm going to finish my beer here. It's about 20 minutes to 11, so I should probably go to bed, because it's been a long time since we had Jay's bar, and yeah, we got to slow it down a little bit to try to get back into gear. You know, you don't just take a motor that hasn't run in 45 years and slam that into 6,000 RPM first gear and dump the clutch. You just don't do that. So, anyway, we're taking it a little bit slow. And once we get there, we get there. So it's going to be a little time, but we'll get everything chooched away. Everything back in order. And we'll be back, hopefully next week. Matt promised tacos, so nobody ever knows. Anyway, take care for now. Bye-bye.